Hi everyone, it's Romain from acceleration.com. Today I'm going to share to you n8n training. So it's the first episode where we are going to show you like how n8n is working, how to install it on your to host directly n8n, how to create an account on n8n cloud, how it's working. So on this first module, we are going just to check like why we use n8n, how to create an account, how to self-hosted n8n, and also a quick presentation of the dashboard of n8n. So firstly, we need to check like why n8n. n8n is automation software where you can connect some tools to make some action, some executions. And n8n today is not like the only one on the market. You also have Zapier and Make, but why we prefer n8n? It's because like of the pricing and because of the different features that we have on n8n. So firstly, you have on the market Zapier. Zapier, you can see here, like for 10K execution, the cost is around like 129 USD per month. That's pretty expensive just for 10K execution. You can see, for example, here on Make that we have for 10K execution 16 euros per month. So it's like 10 less more important than on Zapier. So if you start on automation and you don't want to start with n8n, you can start with Make. You will lose less money than on Zapier. And one thing to know is that on Zapier, like if you want to make like pretty complex automation, it's pretty difficult. Zapier, it's good to just if you have one trigger and one action or two action, but not more. On Make, you can create like more complex workflows. Actually, why we choose n8n? It's because two things. It's because it's also cheaper when you have n8n cloud. So when you have n8n directly with n8n, but you can also self-hosted your n8n. So you just have to pay like your host, and that's it. So here we are going to share with you how to create an account. So you just have to click like to put n8n cloud on Google and click on the first link. Here you can see that I'm already connected and I create an account, but here you just have to put your email, some information, your name, your phone number, and like you have a quick form where you have some information and you arrive on this page. When you arrive on this page, you just have to open your instance. And you have like this dashboard in front of you. So n8n, what is important to know is like about the pricing is like cheaper from Make. But if you see here, if I go in here, you can see like for 2.5K execution, it's 24 euros. And here for 10Ks is 16 euros. So Make look like cheaper than n8n. But here it's by node module execution. So if I have a workflow with 10 module, it will be 10 execution. On n8n, it's by workflow execution. So if I have 200 nodes on my workflow, it will be only one execution on n8n. So it will be cheaper for sure against Make. So here our dashboard, and just before to share with you how the dashboard is and how it's working, just to share with you how to self-hosted directly n8n. It's really easy and it's already cheaper because you just have to pay your host and you don't have to pay n8n. So I put a link in description of this video. Here, if you click on the link, you arrive on this page, and you just have to select here in application n8n, and it's only 6 or 7 euros per month, like to have like unlimited execution. So it's really cheaper than like the n8n Cloud and the Zapier or Make. So here, after that, you just have to click on continue and you arrive on this page. So you will have like your n8n on your directly host, on your VPS. You click on, is in French, gérer l'application. And when you click on it, you will arrive directly on your instance n8n. So you just have to get the link in description of this video if you want to go on Hostinger. Actually, it's pretty easily because you can like pre-install directly n8n on Stinger. You don't have to do it like manually on your terminal, but actually you can like host it on your own server if you want. So you can do what you want. Here we have like the dashboard of n8n. So just to share quickly what are the different parts. So here you can see that we have the overview, we have the personal. Here you can have like different folder with like some workflow inside. Here you have the chat. You can create chat and connect it with your tools. So you just have to connect like with API, like your like LLM model, and you can communicate with it and communicate directly with your workflow. So that's pretty impressive, and that's a great tool. Here on your personal, you have the workflow, the list of your workflow, the credentials, the executions, the variables, and data tables. Data tables is pretty important. It's a new feature also, where you can host directly on your n8n instance your own data table, so you don't have to have it on Google Sheet or Notion or Airtable. And actually the power, and when you use it by API, it's really more powerful than other tools. So it's a really great feature on n8n. Here you have your workflow, and if we click on a workflow, you will have directly here the editor when you have like this panel. On this panel, you can change the name here of your workflow. So you can put test 2 if you want. You can add tag on your workflow, because when you have a lot of workflow, you have like you want to filter them, to sort them. So it's pretty easily with tag. Here you have the editor of your workflow, the execution, the evaluation. If you click on it, you have the settings of your workflow with different settings. Also, here you can add some nodes, and just at the bottom left of your screen, you can zoom, and like it will display on your screen all the nodes of your workflow. Here you can zoom less and more, and if you can tidy your workflow, because you will see then we have like a pretty hard automation that we have nodes a little bit everywhere, and this can help us to find nodes quickly. So thank you for this first module. On our next module, we are going to check how to connect credentials on n8n, and feel free to contact us on acceleration.com if you have any question, and also you can comment this video, and have a good day.